As we know, July 4th is just around the corner, so I've asked Sharon to come back with us once again and I asked her, find something fun we could do for July 4th, and you found something interesting on TikTok.
I did. Actually, I was at the doctor's office and we were talking about healthy food choices.
Okay.
And she said, have you seen this TikTok video that went viral? And they're making ice cream out of cottage cheese.
Okay.
So that's when we talked, and I thought, why don't we make that? Because you see these things all the time on TikTok, and you think, should I make it? Should I not? I thought, why don't we make it? And then everybody can decide if they want to make it or not.
All right, so what's the process here? Let's get going.
Okay, so a couple tips, because I have made it numerous times already.
Okay.
Okay, you want to make sure that you get the consistency of the cottage cheese to be smooth and silky. I would say like butter, but then, you know, that's probably not good for me to say that. So.
That's okay, go for it, right?
So smooth and silky. So you want to make sure it's like that. Okay, so I went ahead and did that before. You can use a blender, or if you have a handheld one, you can do that. But that's really important. So you're going to blend it first. And then, because my blender is so noisy, I thought we would do a lot of showing instead of doing.
Okay, that's all right.
So this, I have went ahead and blended this, and I wanted to show the consistency of this.
All right.
And so, am I in there showing that consistency?
Let's see, let's try if we can do the other camera there for one second. That'd be better with this container.
Really smooth and silky. So it's real simple to make this. So what I did is I blended the cottage cheese, and then I used a half a teaspoon of vanilla.
Okay.
Now, the TikTok video did not use it, but I thought it tastes better.
Okay.
Then I went to the farmer's market, and I bought this honey. It is Mr. Lockery. This stuff is so good. He was so nice, and this honey is so delicious. I used a 1/4 cup of it, and then I used strawberries, and I used a cup. You can use fresh or frozen. Put it all in, blend it again, blended, until I got it nice and smooth.
Kind of like that right there.
Yes. Now, in the TikTok video, they put it back into the cottage cheese container.
Okay.
If you're going to use a lot of fruit, it's not going to work. You're not going to get it back in the container. It's going to...
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
So then what I did is I let it freeze for about an hour, and then I went back and I took fresh strawberries and I kind of swirled it in so we could have kind of some chunks of strawberry.
I do see those little just chunks kind of in there.
And you can use any sweetener. I just happened to use honey, but you could use any sweetener that you wanted.
Okay, so you could throw, I mean, sugar, honey, or whatever else. Okay, so then back in the freezer for how long was it in there then?
Well, I recommend about 3 hours, but I made that last night, so it stayed overnight. So if you do that, I would let it set out for a while so that you can scoop it.
So if we scoop here, which you're right, still a little frozen.
Yeah. Not
a big deal though. We'll work on it. So your doctor was kind of approved this recipe then, huh?
Yeah, and I think it depends. You know, it's packed with protein, that's for sure. Not a lot of fat like regular ice cream, but it's all going to depend on that sweetener, on your dietary requirements or needs, on what type of sweetener that you're going to use.
There.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes
so
sense.
You want to watch that.
I'll put that there.
Yeah.
So then topping-wise, you said some sprinkles can go on there?
Yeah, and you could put, now in the TikTok video, they used graham crackers. I thought it might be soggy. I didn't try them, and I thought, well, maybe we could just put the graham crackers, you know, on the top. And do it like that. And then I thought, well, if you did like it sweeter, you could always, you know, put a little honey on there as well.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah. I first tried to make it with chocolate. I tried to make it so it would be something like, you know, cherries and chocolate, but I think the fruit is better.
The fruit's got to be the way to go for it then.
And so I also made some peach, because peaches and cottage cheese go really good together.
Yes, they do. Look at that right there. Because a lot of people do peaches on top of cottage cheese. So that would work right there for sure. Nice fresh peaches kind of mixed in there. So let me get that spoon real quick from, because I do want to sample this really quick. Then I'll make a bowl up for Cody here in just a second. So would you even call this ice cream?
We were trying to come up with a different name for it last night in the Rotary group because some people were saying it kind of tastes, because it's kind of salty, a little salty, it kind of tastes like a strawberry pretzel, kind of like.
I like it. I like it a lot. Well, good job, Sharon.
Well, thank you.
If you want to go healthy July 4th, I'll have that recipe for you from Sharon on trisahomepage.com here in a couple hours. Got to bowl it up for Cody, because I'm not going to share this one, Cody, sorry.